We'll see the national champions from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners.
Pass. Now I tell you, start jumping on their big.
Another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Arkansas's offense will get the first possession of the game. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Sooners offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We've had a few receivers win the Heisman in recent years. Devontae Smith was special. Travis Hunter on a different level, playing both ways. But what does it take for a receiver to receive this type of Heisman hype, Jesse?
Well, you have to keep making plays when everybody in the world knows the quarterback's throwing you the football. And that's what those Heisman Trophy winners were able to do. You think
he's going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top.
He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Hester. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the ball comes to rest right there. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back. He's looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. There have been a lot of great quarterbacks to wear the crimson and cream, and he is fitting right in.
That boy good. I mean, what can't he do? Just
stop playing by my fucking TV before I beat your ass, Bryson, and catch
the speed in the offense, always big-time explosive plays.
You too, shut up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. The throw to the outside is complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
You want pop?
Looking to throw at Tester. Got it set up on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going for it all. He's got it on a diving catch along the left side. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A+. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Tight timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hester. They get to him as he throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense.
Right here.
Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Has to get there to move the sticks. Spins away from the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Bruce. They're sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Hauls it in. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Sooners are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Lots of running room. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Hold on. Offense.
That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Wants to throw again. Looking to get it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Quarterback now breaking the field. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking downfield, it's Hester. Unloads to the right. Found the spot in the defense. The defense got caught that time, and they
get your ass off and over there.
41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Toss sweep to the right. Got the 1st down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville.
Where my pot at down?
And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but
there he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
A confident, tough, efficient run.
I see it. She's about to get a whip. Why is you playing with them pull-up? Put him back over there.
Using his legs, it's Henry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Get these pull-ups and put him back over there. Put him back in the box.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got enough for the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the
leave him alone.
Hard running there.
Yeah, you shouldn't have missed it. You don't get no praise for missing. Cleaning up your miss. Yeah.
On third and short. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking downfield, it's Hester. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They go right back to him. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll try the run. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll try the outside to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into trap.
He's loose on the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. We got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Back to pass, it's Hester. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill?
I wouldn't
keep
you.
trying to score
Looking
points?
at you.
It's the defense's
Who looking at
responsibility
you?
to stop them, or do they just
I
run
didn't
this
know
clock
looking
and
was
say,
a
all
word.
right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I don't see nobody.
Try to get it to the edge. Shakes off the defender. Turning it on. Delivers the stiff arm. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.